also not convinced that there is consensus around where neutral is.
Okay, so you're saying that Stephen Myron, he may be really speaking his views, maybe some conversations he's had, but there's not a true consensus within that group.
Yeah, I don't know that there's consensus there, especially as we get more inflation data and understand what's going on with tariffs.
We're growing 3.8% in GDP. That's why you want to own cyclicals. I don't care where the neutral rate is, and you have the Fed that's actually lowering rates. We don't know the speed, but they are lowering, and that's also very positive for the overall cyclical trade, especially into the end of the year.
Steph, cyclicals, industrials, financials, and large cap, they've been working for the better part of 2025. When you say own the cyclicals in lieu of maybe the IWM, do you want to trade down in the equity size class and try and find financials and industrials at a small cap, or just stay high up at large cap?
I stay high up at large cap. We just got great earnings from the banks. We're going to get great earnings from the industrials. Data center is powering the whole industrial trade. In fact, that's half of the 3.8% GDP growth is the whole AI data center grid power trade. That's not, you're in like second and third inning in that, and that's why you want to just stay with them.
Speaking of industrials, materials, really tied to CapEx spending.
Yes.
Speaking of Barclays, they say the AI CapEx boom has probably peaked in the first half of this year. Our Christina Partsinevelos has much more on that story. Christina.
Frank, well, Barclays research is really just throwing cold water on AI investment, shall I say, hype. Their analysis shows AI-related spending boosted U.S. GDP growth by about 1 percentage point in the first half of 2025. And yes, that would include OpenAI spending because it goes into the same buckets. But that contribution, according to them, is set to peak this year and fade rapidly. The 5 largest hyperscalers are projected to increase capital expenditures by roughly 30% through 2027 to $510 billion. We've talked about this before. Most people know this. That does sound massive, no doubt, but it represents a major deceleration from the 71% jump in 2025. When you adjust for inflation, the slowdown is even sharper. Barclays argues the market is overestimating the aggregate impact. Total U.S. business investment runs over $4 trillion annually, so even hundreds of billions of dollars from tech giants is still relatively small. Dare I say that? Most of the growth momentum, though, is already behind us, according to the report. On productivity gains, the report is equally skeptical. Permanently lifting productivity growth by just 1 percentage point would require the entire trajectory of business investment to increase by about 20%. We last saw that kind of sustained spending in the 1990s dot-com boom. The bottom line from this report is that AI spending levels are no doubt
the $5 Venmo to Jack anymore.
Dolby was going to pay it anyway.
Yeah, I got you. I got a tab running.
So I use Mentor Q, and they're fantastic, and they populate the levels up for you. And what's been super interesting is that what the institutional traders did at the beginning of the fourth quarter, which was sort of the beginning of October, end of September kind of space, they said, hey, listen, let's position for upside in some spots, but let's make sure we've got a floor of support. And so the difference between the call wall and the put wall has been, in the ES, it's been 6,400 to 68, it's been 400 points wide. So for the NQ, I think it's been almost 1,000 points wide. And so what we are
I got 3 people watching right now,
is that
which is really cool.
Although they think prices are going to move up, they think they're going to move down just as likely in case. But the levels that we're watching now, and let me just peek over here for a sec. Don't use my charts, put it on somebody else's charts for me for a quick sec. I don't want to put up somebody else's.
That's okay, mine are up now.
Thank you.
I got some Dolby chat on here.
All right, I'll give you the gamma lines that we're looking for in the NQ. Also, something super interesting today. I talked to a couple of hedge fund professionals early this morning, and they were talking about this relative thought that the traders who have done well have done really well, and so rather than give back anything, they're really fine with taking profit down into the base, and if it falls into the deeper walls, they're in good shape. So the deep put wall for the NQ, get this is the monthly and weekly levels, 23,750, but the call wall is stubbornly at 25,000. So even with this upward pricing pressure that we saw at the very beginning of October, this call wall never increased. The put wall also never increased. So the big traders are saying, hey, listen, we're probably going to sit in a very wide and volatile range. And that's my big takeaway. So when we do something like breach the call wall this morning, I do a morning video, and so this morning I said, hey, listen, I'm not diddling in the middle, but if these things expand into the top edges near value area high or near 25,200, you better believe I'm taking a short, because I'm going to trade it right down inside of this call wall where the traders really want to keep in between the call wall, which is 25,000, and above the put wall, which is 24,700, because they make money on both sides of the trade then. But if they squeeze out of one side or fall out of the other, then what ends up happening is that only one side wins, and that's when we see a big continuation sell-off. But since we've got, I have no idea what the Fed is doing land. I have no idea whether they're going to come to an agreement on the Hill. I have no idea what the next piece of tariff news is going to be. And so all these have no ideas put us inside of this box. The traders are not levering to say, hey, I've got great upside, or hey, I've got great downside. They're just sort of sitting back going, okay, you first. You go.
Yeah, you buy the highs first.
Yeah, you buy it. Let me know when it's
or you
safe.
sell it first.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting price that you said with that put wall, 24,700s. We know Cheat Day had a nice call yesterday. He got short around 24,930s in the Nasdaq, and 24,700 was his target. And we can see the market pretty much bounced right there. The low of that sell-off during power hour was right under 700s. I think it's 690, 685 was that low. So pretty nice sell-off there. Looking at the markets right now, 24,945 in the Nasdaq. Dolby, we were talking in the green room. There might be another Dolby pattern that you've identified. Are we ready to display it to the world yet, or is it still a work in progress?
Well, no. We can talk about it because it's actually appeared, I think, 3 times recently. It appeared yesterday during a power hour trade, pre-Trump tweet. It appeared in a gold trade that I had last night, and it appeared today. And what I am calling this is, we're going to call it a treehouse top. And so, for a range trader, what I'm kind of seeing here is if you have a tree trunk, right? And so this would be, I don't know if I can even do this, hold on. We'll just use regular lines. So this is like the tree trunk, right? So really, really bullish in this example. But it's thin, right? It's like a tree trunk, right? But then what happens is that it gets way up here, kind of builds a base, builds a house, but it's only supported by this little tree trunk. What I've noticed happening is that this pattern tends to sell off. So I'm starting to be a little bit skeptical now about ranges that are kind of isolated and don't have support if you look to the left. So let me unannotate all of this stuff. So like, for example, I think this formation is weak, it shoots up, ranges, and then you're kind of just isolated on this island up here, is what if, you know, that consolidation happened, let's say at 25,000. So if you look left, you can have that resistance turn into support, and then maybe the consolidation happens down there, and then you get maybe more buy-in and it pushes, you know, to the upside. So it's a pattern I've seen 3 times, and writing it down in my journal. Chat, if you ever see it, let me know. So keep an eye on it going forward.
So to play devil's advocate, Toby.
Love it.
My thought is that that particular pattern that you are showing is showing up now because market structure is shifting. If we were to go 2 months in the past and look at those same sorts of motions, they would break to the north.
Yeah.
As opposed to breaking to the south. The general structure, and sort of heuristically, you can go, yeah, I believe that, because, you know, wants to short the NQ is what we're all thinking, you know, through the summer months. And so this sort of pattern that you are sharing, I think is absolutely valid, because what I believe is showing is structural weakness, and the big moves up are really forced buying from the shorts going, I gotta get out of here before I get my head cut off. And so that is, we're really seeing that a lot. And so when that shifts again, when we make our treetop structure and we begin to break to the north, we'll know that structurally we've shifted back into the buying zone. And if we take a peek at seasonality, all the seasonality stuff, there's so much weird seasonality stuff going on right now. Everything all the way until sort of October the 22nd to the 27th is really choppy. But once we get over the 27th, everything is showing upward formations. And so, of course, that's just statistically anything can happen, you know. So, but it's a good place to keep an eye out.
Another sort of personality trait of a range. It shoots up, ranges, and then shoots back down again. Or, if it's in a different market state, it shoots up, ranges, and shoots up even further. Who knows?
Yeah.
But it's stuff that you want to keep an eye on.
It's true. And the important thing to realize is when candlesticks really start retracing each other. Now, it looks like these fantastic ranges when you're looking at these tight formations, but if you widen out to, say, that 1 hour and you take a look at them, you can easily say, hey, these price actions are really just, they move 1 candle up, 1 candle down, 1 candle up, 1 candle down, 2 candles up, 2 candles down, 2 candles up, 1 candle down, 1 candle up, 2 candles down. You know, it's just, they're just grinding through the motion. And so this morning, I had a funny comment. I said, hey, listen, this is the kind of price action that puts a lot of traders in the chum bucket, because they don't realize that it is just churn. They're just churning through this motion, and they're thinking about, the trader's thinking about, okay, here's the big break, and here's the big break. When really what the market is saying in a really wide range is, better realize that they are in this massive consolidation pattern, because nobody knows what's going on. We have no idea what's going to be happening with tariffs. We have no idea what earnings are going to say. We have really, well, we sort of know what we think the Fed is going to do, but now they've stopped something that feels like they're moving towards quantitative easing anyway. And so there's all kinds of weird shenanigans going on in the background, and if you zoom out, you can tell institutional traders are saying, you know, I got a good bonus coming into December, I don't want to lose it, I'm pretty much stopping my trading at the end of before Thanksgiving, and I'm just going to try and coast on my laurels into December, take my cash, and then I can start over again. And we really can see that. And that means the best trades are going to be sitting on these edges where we can see people are buying and selling. And that's, you know, we can see that from those great big candlestick formations.
They're huge. Very huge.
Up here, quick check-in on prices again. 24,955 in the Nasdaq. Saw a little bit of a push there up into 25,000s, but not really attracting any buyers to push above. 67.18 last trade in the S&P. Gold trading 42.1380 and crude oil 58.29. Chat, let us know. Are you guys in any trades right now? Not really seeing too much on the tilt. 61% long in gold. The equity is pretty much 50-50, 59% short in crude oil. This is where we normally see the markets start to range a little bit. Dolby, I do like that treetop pattern we were talking. I got into a pretty heavy short. Wound up getting stopped out before the move eventually went. I think my execution of the trade was a little too aggressive and not waiting for the move. There was a spike of volume that, you know, led to this move. And I got to remind myself that, you know, the volume is going to lead me. Right? I can't lead the market, but I do like that treetop pattern. I was looking very much for a short up there at those 25-100s, just because we saw a ton of volume building there and it stopped getting directional. Right?
Yes.
If you look at a volume profile, if you can pull up my charts real quick, I have a volume profile up here, and two things I'm looking at. Right, we got this P-shaped profile. Hope we'll be talking about this. We have a volume point control, and you can see this fat part of the profile. I pulled this to where right before that breakout happened to the downside, and if we look at VWAP from that point, VWAP is much lower than where that volume point of control is. So all of this volume building up here, they cannot continue to push price higher. What happens if you buy something and it doesn't go up? You got to sell it eventually. Ideally back to VWAP first, but we saw, you know, almost a complete reconciliation of that move. So that's the trade I was looking for. Did I need to take it with 5 minis? Probably not. I was risking some of the profit on my trade, but, you know, Dolby, we were talking about it, leaning into high probability setups, right? Leaning and knowing when to step on the gas. I think I stepped on the gas a little bit too early. There was still a little bit of a traffic jam in front of me, but hey, when you see high quality setups, we saw Dakota do it, right? Dakota's been trading that Topstep account with micros, usually 5 micros in a position. High conviction in this trade. Now he's up to 15 micros on that trade. So knowing when to step on the gas, I think, is extremely important.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of practice. A lot of practice.
It really does. It does. And committing to memory what those particular situations look like. Because a lot of times when we're traders, especially when we're first learning, we're thinking, okay, I just got to get in. Okay, it's moving. I just got to get in. And so instead of saying, listen, we get in so that we can make money, where's my edge? And this is one of my favorite patterns. So yesterday, we were looking at the charts before that great big flush in the afternoon. Delta, cumulative delta was something like, I don't know, 15,000, maybe 14,000. And it was about 3:05 Eastern time. And I said, comes delta unwind, and literally 5 minutes later it started, but you could tell from that sideways pressure event, and folks, this is a golden setup, this kind of setup where you see a lot of pressure coming in, people continuing to buy, but it can't move higher, or people continuing to sell, but it can't move lower. Those are key areas to look for.
Absolutely. Real quick, as a reminder to everyone in the chat, we got group coaching coming up after this. So we have a form pinned to the top of the chat. Go ahead, Dolby Time. Curious what you're seeing right now.
No, I just love Henry's analysis of we're still stuck within Friday. I mean, we're just super range bound, and to me, it kind of seems like lines in the sand. Like if we get above 25,400,
Yes.
things feel like we're gonna pop off, and if things get below 24,250 or 240s, whatever it is, it's gonna get maybe kind of scary. That's the bigger the range, the longer the range, the bigger the move out of it. Look at gold. Gold was in a range for an eternity, and then it broke out to the upside, and it's absolutely bonkers. So, bigger and longer the range is established, the move out of it is going to reflect that. So, smaller ranges, smaller breakouts. Bigger ranges, bigger breakouts.
For sure. And for those of us that have the dome and we use our level 2 data that's available from Topstep, put that stuff up and start keeping your eyeballs open for those very big, if they come all the way back down and we start seeing huge chunks of buying pressure, 2,000 lots, 3,000 lots, 1,000 lot, one right after the other. It's something to watch, because here's what I saw about a week and a half ago. I think I put it in our Slack channel. I said, hey, listen, we are seeing really big, I saw a bunch of huge sell-lots, like 2,000 lots, 3,000 lots, and they were coming in at 67.30, 67.60, and they were just packing in, and then price moved well above it, and then well below it, and well above it, and not so well below it, and you could see all of that selling pressure. It just waited there until we had the nice big flush. And so I suspect when things turn around, we're going to see those great big buying orders. We're going to lose that level, but then they're going to hold it again. And watching for those big levels that come out on level 2, even if they break, you know these guys have very deep pockets. They've got 60, 70 points of risk easily in their rotation. They're making a big trade. You watch for that. Just draw yourself a little rectangular box there, and it'll tell you what is going on with this price action in general. It'll give you the clue that there's going to be more upside. Right now, they're not buying aggressively on the bottoms.
No, they are not. This 5-minute range is printing right now.
I was just gonna ask Dolby, where's the range right now? Where is it? Because it's here. It's somewhere.
No,
and
it's here and it's
range.
beautiful. It is a
Yeah,
beautiful
it is.
range.
Buy right here off the lows.
That's what a range trader would do. Just depends if what your bias is. If you're bearish, you're looking to short the 980s with probably a stop above 25K, which would have been like 20 points of risk for up to, let's say, 60 points of profit. And then if you like the bullish side, you're probably looking at like 920s for a long, but maybe you stack some orders and see if you can get something on a range slip, and then see if it gets back up again. But with us being so close to 900s, I'd maybe kind of round down if I wanted to get bullish, because we're so close to a big round number that maybe you kind of start a bidding campaign closer to like the 905s. Get that down into like the 8s. But it is honestly that because trading ranges is so hard, because you're at the precipice of something failing, right? And you're putting your risk on the line, and you're hoping other people come in and bid it back up. But you are absolutely staring over the edge of a cliff, hoping someone grabs you by the collar and pulls you back and be like, just kidding, we're going this way. It's like, okay. But that short at 980 would have been great. And then even these longs off the 930s would have been really nice. 11:15 was great. Even really at 11 o'clock, the range was really nice. So you just have to have the cojones to get into that range trade.
Absolutely.
What would be a girl version of that sort of trade? What would girls have to have? If We say, you gotta have
Anne Marie,
that.
what are you trying to do to us, man? You trying to get us
Oh,
fired?
really? This is a
What are you doing?
legitimate question. We're trying to give equal value to the girls here. So what would we say that girls would have? What kind?
This isn't
Oh
Power
my
Hour,
gosh!
Anne Marie.
That's
I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna throw my camera. Go ahead, Devin.
I can't with you. Anne Marie, you are trouble. You are trouble. Chat. Let's have chat answer this question. Chat, what is the
we sure we want
Capone's
that?
equivalent? It's not on me. This is, yes. Half the chat is, you're not even going to be able to read the messages. So this is going to be for us and nobody else. What you got, chat? Come in there. Email equivalent for cojones.
I really don't know. We'll have to think about that. I think that's a legitimate, not to be. See, my brain is so G-rated that question did not. It was only after I started reading the chat that I go, oh wait, because literally my brain is a G-rated brain, and so
Who's
like,
rating your brain? We need a third-party Anne Marie brain rating system.
All right. And
someone said ovaries. There we go.
Yeah, that was the first thing I was thinking, but I'm not gonna.
you couldn't say it, though. You couldn't say it, though. But yeah, Anne-Marie. Wow. Yeah. So there it is.
Sorry, folks.
It's
I'm always going back.
This is live TV. This is live TV. I did a paper trade, range trade here. I'm in from 933s, risking one ATR to make one ATR. On a paper trade, just long loads of range from 933. Just a paper trade, kind of played out. I am locked out of both Topstep XFAs. Had a pretty good day. I do want to start keeping an account open. Usually I'm locked out after the first hour of the New York session, just because I have a pretty good trade on and wrap it up. But
is that your best reading time?
It is, Emery. So my best trade for the day today came from a gold long last night. Gold has just been a great market to trade overnight. So gold long last night, and then this morning was a Nasdaq short right off the open. We talked about this morning during the opening call. If we didn't see any buying above 25,000s, I wanted to be short, and we got that right off the opening range. So I did take a short. Got out pretty quick because you had to. We had a 100-point move to the downside, and the market bounced. But yeah, pretty good trade over there.
So out of curiosity, do you guys think that we end the week lower or higher than where we are right now?
A little bump
That's a
below,
great question.
Anne-Marie? All right, here we go.
Well below
I know,
on the week.
right? Below, yeah.
Higher or lower than what price? What am I?
Than where we are right now.
Right now?
Yeah, right now. As opposed to right now.
I'd say lower.
Yeah.
I think just because we tested the weekly range high, and like this is something I'm trying to work on for like my own stuff, but it's like establishing longer time frame context. So like if we tested the weekly range high, does that mean we're going to go and test the weekly range low, or are we going to test the midpoint? So as long as we're over the midpoint of the weekly range, I'd say that maybe buyers are in like a premium situation instead of a discount. So I think selling up here is maybe a little bit cheaper. Obviously, selling at like 25,200 is like the cheapest range trade you can get. But now that you're within the range, it's like, are we still riding the wave of rejecting the weekly range high? I think that's the best way to put it. Are we still surfing that kind of movement to the downside, or do buyers come in somewhere and bid this back up? It's something to consider. Probably say lower just because of that. Maybe get down to the midpoint or below, or test the other side.
Plus, look at all the wicks we've got at the highs. Traders are just saying, I'm getting out of there. I am getting out. And so those wicks that we see on your weekly chart over there, that it's, to me, the market feels like it's going to grind into the bottom of its range. And so you might ask yourself, well, how does that help me trade better right now? And the premise would be, just don't get attached to the fact that you've got to buy the dip every single time. And bringing that full circle, I think gold is getting to a very toppy space. So here's why. In the gold chart, this is the first time that the volatility premium for gold and gold instruments in general, and I'll put up a gold chart here so that you can see it. The gold chart is showing price action for buying the options. This feels a little GameStop-y, and I know it's so weird to go, wow, gold feels like a meme stock, but it really actually does right now. And what's happening is traders are going out and indiscriminately buying long calls when that volatility premium is so big. The likelihood of losing is getting wider and wider and wider. And so at some point the levee breaks, and if we think about what happened with GameStop, it was the same sort of thing. It kept moving up so that the prices were
I'll go back to you in just a second.
at the
I'm reading your
99th
message.
percentile, and gold touched that this morning for its contract. And so what we have to think about when we're trading gold is, yeah, lady, I hear ya. I got you. It's up high. But people said that $1,000 ago, and it's still moving up.
What do you
And
trade?
so
NQ
the
as
big
well?
thing we'll be
MNQ?
looking for, listen, at the end of every day,
I should have
that I
not held
make
that
a
account.
higher
for
low
that trade.
and a higher high.
See if I can get that balance again.
When that stops, you have to think to yourself, I better wait.
I'm in a
Now,
better trade
so
location
far,
now.
we take a look at our daily charts.
If it wants to hold
That's
this level.
what we are seeing. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days ago, we ended up having a day that did not give
Please
us
don't run me
a higher
over.
high, and also gave us a lower low, but not lower
There you
than
go.
2 candlesticks.
Hold that.
And so, as long as it holds, and 2 is that arbitrary number for me, I look at 2 candlesticks to the left, and if I am trading above the low of 2 candlesticks to the left, I'm still going to position myself long with my risk event down
Still
there.
selling
And
off.
so this is moving into
Man.
that really big upshot. I love using the anchored
I'm
VWAP.
gonna add to that.
And if we stare that down, the anchored VWAP gives
on.
us this 4,080, which
There you go.
incidentally is also
Come
a
on.
pretty interesting gamma line. And so that zone becomes
Real quick,
very...
Henry.
Yep.
Sorry, we are seeing a little bit of volatility, a little bit of volume pick up in the markets here. We do have Fed Myron speaking right now, and Waller getting ready to speak on AI. So just for our traders out there, understand anytime these Fed speakers are talking, anytime they're in front of a microphone, they do have the potential to move the markets around a little bit. Andre posting some comments in the chat here. I have a more sanguine view of inflation, mostly due to expectations about housing costs. And we have Waller getting ready to speak on AI, and we know that AI has been front and center for everyone's mind. We do have a news clip that we need. Yeah, it could. We do have a news clip that we're going to get to before we get back to charts. Gabe, let's go ahead and run that, and we'll come right back.
Senators failed to pass a short-term government funding proposal from the Republican Party. The House passed stopgap bill needed 60 votes to pass, but it did not get enough Democratic support. Majority Leader John Thune voted no, so that it can be brought up for another vote. The bill does not address any of the health care demands by Democrats. The bill would reopen the government through November 21st.
Needs to break this downtrend.
Nice and concise there. We're still in this government shutdown. I think JD said this morning. Is it 13 days or 16 days?
Break that downtrend right now.
I think it's 16 days because we're about halfway through
There you go.
the 34-day government shutdown that we had
Don't
last
come
time.
down.
Real quick check in on prices.
Run off.
24,913.5
Run
in
off.
the Nasdaq, 6706 in the S&P. S&P
Run.
looking a little bit weaker right now. Gold trading
Run.
right at New York session VWAP
I
42.11.
can't run.
90, and crude oil popping just a little bit here, 58.
I'm toying with that. Sorry.
Waller is on deck to speak about AI. I don't know if we're going to be able to pipe that in, but make sure you stay tuned into Topstep TV because we will be bringing you any comments that come out of the Fed.
Yeah, I like listening to Topstep X.
anyways,
Or just
let's
like
do it. Emery, how do you approach
random
the rest
channels,
of
but right now I have
the day?
Topstep X on. I listen to
Opportunity
Tradeify.
to wait for a headline to come out and
I
shake these
listen
markets
to
up a little bit.
Damn
Approach the
Good
rest of the day.
Trading. He's hilarious.
You know, because I think we're in
Patrick Wheeler.
really this very sideways range.
What are you guys trading
for
through?
the edges of my
Yeah, like which props are you guys
formations to
trading through?
participate, and that's really brought my trading activity way down, running at about maybe 3-4 trades
man.
a day
Yeah, too early.
maximum, and it really is coming from, all right, I'm just going to
Don't
sit back
go
and
down.
wait
Up,
for it to
there it
come
goes.
down to the
Through that
bottom
level.
of the edge. So looking
Let's
for that number around
See if it
66,
can give me a small bounce.
84 potentially.
So I can get out.
Coming down into that edge,
Ripping
maybe
through that
it
level when I
holds
don't like it.
6,700 in the
Oh,
ES,
come
but
on.
I'm waiting for this price action to
900s.
unwind itself a little bit because I am a little bit more bearish, and I would not be surprised if we fill the gap. It's very, very visible.
The color is changing right here on the chop zone. Chop zone is just like a structured
The
thing.
gap is regular trading hours.
Oh,
That's how you get the
stayed
gap,
in.
chat, by the way. For like, what the hell is this gap? How do I see a gap? I don't see a gap on my charts. That's because on Topstep X, the default is extended trading hours. So in the lower right-hand corner, kind of like by the time, the percentage sign, log scale, auto, there's an ETH. ETH, you swap it to regular trading hours, and then you start seeing the gaps. So that's what they're talking about.
Absolutely. My favorite way to kind of look at the charts, Dolby, especially if I'm going to be trading the New York session, you know, you could just look at, okay, the overnight session was where this big missing piece of the chart, and then how does, when the volume comes in for the New York session, how does it trade it? Right now, we're about right at 50% of that gap. 50% retracements, Dolby.
Don't you
They
love
happen
that
everywhere.
50%? Oh my
They happen
goodness.
everywhere.
Gotta love it. Got to
A
love
couple
it.
more.
Markets are
More
not letting
comments
me
from
get through
Byron
that
here.
level with
I don't
the
think
bulls.
moving by more than 50 basis points
You can see
is
it's just getting
necessary.
rejected over and
Housing
over,
in
and I'm
particular
getting
does not show
screwed.
falling inflation would have to.
Oh, I cannot get a trade right now.
So Myron was at his
Come on,
microphone earlier
give me
this morning.
some move. There we go.
In no speaking engagement.
Come on, break through it. Run to the
Back
top
at a
side,
microphone. We got
please.
a ton more Fed speakers for the rest of the day, so
Run.
make sure we're tuning
Run.
in
There
to
we go.
Topstep
Finally.
because we will be bringing you all of the headlines from that. Emery, Dolby
Come
time
on.
this segment always goes
Don't
way
get
too
pulled
fast.
back.
But I enjoyed trading with both of you, talking markets,
Don't get
getting
pulled
into
back.
nerd talk, and finding new synonyms for things. It's been a great segment, but we got more lined up ahead for you. We got a shoulder tap
Come
coming
on.
up, and then after that, we got
Run.
group coaching. Make sure you get your questions in.
I wanted to
or
run
into
all the way
top
to
of the chat.
971.
This is Topstep TV. We'll be right back. Let's go.
Click like, click subscribe. This is Topstep TV. Let's go. Hey, friends and traders, as always, please remember to
Oh
like
man,
and
Robinhood's
subscribe.
great. Robinhood's like perfect for anyone trying to just get in and trade simple.
With our new
But for
profile
charting,
management
I don't know if
system,
Robinhood's
you
that
can easily
great.
update your personal information and your account preferences
man.
so that everything
I haven't
runs
tried
smoothly on
Robinhood's
Topstep
charting
X,
as
and
much,
we
so I don't really
call
know.
you the right name when you end up on the big board, perhaps.
Come on, give me a run to the top side. Just on the downtrend. They can't beat the downtrend. I got it. I should have took that short instead. Come on.
Data feeds
Hold this
are
area.
everything. Can be connected 3 different ways from Sunday, or now one of
it's
those 3
looking
different
too
ways
weak.
could fail. You want to have a direct connection to the CME, and Topstep X has the ability for you to do that, and that's the coolest part.
Fast, reliable, and stable.
There you go.
No, don't rip through this level, please. Oh, it might. hold right here. Otherwise I'm screwed. Yeah. Selling off. I'm trying so hard to stay on this level. I'm just trying to play my level. I don't like it. I don't like it at all now. Oh yeah, man. Futures is amazing. Here goes my wreckage. Man, right at that level that I didn't want to wreck it at. I cannot get it ripped right through that level, man. Alright. It can go. Wow, that's awesome. I can see it go all the way to 815. Damn, I should take that short. I knew it was going against my move. Alright. I'm gonna wait to get in. I'll get in on a short at, man, that was dumb with me. Oh well. Taking the L's. My first time streaming, so. What are you trading on futures? NQ and MNQ? Foolish. Yeah, my computer froze, or my internet kind of went out on that one, so that's my fault. And then I took that, and then I just had to get out. It ripped right through that level at the very top. I should have not stayed in it that long. I'm gonna go for this bounce right here. Off that level, should have gotten into a better position. And I'm gonna play it to this level over here. If it wants to hold this level. If not, I'm just in front of another moving train again. Let's see if it holds this level right here. If it doesn't, oh yeah. Oh, I might take a stop out on this one today, which sucks. I am not. I hate that. I'm not being patient. Kind of hard trading live. Even though like there's really not many people even watching, but not many anyone really watching, but I thought it ripped right. I thought it was gonna rip through the level. I am just giving away money right now.
What's up, guys? Get your hard hats on. We're dumping right now in the ES. Right below that 66.95 level I discussed, down to 66.90 at the moment. So we'll keep an eye on that.
There might be a rejection at that area right there, so I'm gonna
tap as well. Ben, how's it going today with our live traders?
We are indeed. Yeah, it's another pretty good day. A little bit more muted, more red on the board than we've seen the past couple of days. Overall, we're still on track for a great week for the live accounts on the whole, but less
profits.
green than we have been the past 2 days. So we can pull up the live leaderboard and go over who's at the top of that list. I've got a couple.
What am I doing? This one's gonna get stopped out right now.
Which is great to see.
I'm gonna hit my PDLO.
It's cool to get there. It's important to lock it in. Make sure you
I should have waited.
Use the lockout feature, or just also unplug your computer. There's a lot of ways to prevent
PDLO.
yourself from giving those profits back to the market. So you're up nicely. Make sure you walk away.
Man.
And ultimately book a payout so that you can make it real and do something with that money.
Should have waited for this
couple
level.
Traders up nicely today. More red on the board than we have had in the past 2 days. Still a good day in the live markets though overall.
Good stuff. And
now it bounces off that.
Hey, Plastini in there. I did the same thing, man. It's all good. That was a tough squeeze up in the morning. So with that, Ben, we have one card we want to dissect today from Andrew D, I believe it is.
Come on.
That's right. Yeah, this is one of the more peculiar trading cards that I've seen recently. And Andrew's been trading with us for quite a while. This account actually started last year.
And he's getting sold off.
December 2nd of last year.
But it's holding this level really well right now.
There's a few things I like in here. There's other stuff that's kind of concerning to me. So we'll cover it all.
So I really wanted to go out and
aspect
test
of it
this
that I
area
love,
right here.
Anytime I see a trader not trading every single day, I think that's a positive sign.
But it's been sold
that's
off.
Because the opportunities that you're looking for didn't present themselves, or you maybe weren't feeling up for it, you weren't 100%, bad night's sleep, you were sick, whatever that might be.
Too much
choosing to sit it out because you're not 100% in the game mentally. Or you're just, on vacation. There's a whole host of different reasons why someone might not trade. I do find it a little bit concerning when someone's traded for, 6 months in the live account, and every single day they have trades taken. But, love the fact that he's not trading constantly, taking some time off, and in one instance, I think like over 2 weeks off, didn't take a trade.
Just needs to push through this area to go test that other 874 area.
Other parts of the card that are, I think, maybe some reason for concern. We do have a positive
needs to break through this 844, but he's getting sold off right there.
It's not much. Average daily P&L is $71.
I should be trading that downside
move,
that not the top side.
How we got there, I think, is really important.
No, not another.
Traders holding trades for only a few minutes.
No, I mean, it's just holding this level. I'm not trying to catch a dead cow bounce, but you see, it's holding this area right here.
To, the daily
so
limit, or
it's just
nice gains.
There's this.
Days they'll make.
You see, it's still holding this level, and now it's ripping through it.
Their daily loss limit, and they're doing it just frequently enough with just enough edge.
There you go. That's where I should have got in, right here.
Positive average.
I should have got in right here.
There's not a lot of juice in there.
Oh wow!
Probably the most concerning part of all.
Man, markets are very slippery.
Down there on the trade reports yet.
But this is a good area.
Taken from this account. So.
Oh, I only have 3 MNQs on this.
I don't really know
am I about to hit another PDLO in front of everyone? On my first time streaming.
As to whether or not you take a payout, but
that's frustrating. I should not.
You're basically just playing a high stakes video game if you're not going to take a payout from it at some point. Maybe that's
it's
what
really selling off everything.
I don't have
I can't even catch any bounces, but I should not be counting bounces.
payout. That would be my one big takeaway is take something out of this account, pay yourself, do something with it. Even if you, this is probably someone who doesn't need to trade or even
It's really
looking to
coming down.
massively supplement their income with trading. Otherwise, they would have done so by now, or they would have traded more frequently. So, do it for a cause, right? Maybe there's something that's close to your heart, charity or otherwise, and I think there's a whole lot of stuff you can do with $1,000 if you just want to take that out. But do something, make it real, take money out of the account. It's a very odd one, Jack. And quite a bit of trading data.
Why am I trying to catch every freaking bounce right now? But I'm just like, now it's in that psychological state where I'm like, all right, the one time I do short it, it will bounce. It's at least there's some buying power right there. Let's see if it can even.
We're at 66.80.
It took that many moves down.
Lows of yesterday in the ES are within spitting distance. It'll be another 10, 15 points. We'll keep an eye on that. Anyway, Andrew, back to it. First, usually just making one trade a day. Just be in and out in, a couple minutes to 15 minutes, something
ripping
like that.
Right through everything.
Discipline.
Oh my
Far too
God.
often we see these cards where
sad.
they're just slinging things left and right. That's not what Andrew's doing.
I should have just gone downside the whole entire time.
No payouts. So what's a little bit concerning about this card, right, is, think about it from the standpoint that you were running your own.
That is sad. I didn't go downside the whole time.
And somebody came to you and said, I have this strategy. And I can show over 132 days, I make an average of $71 each day. Great.
Oh my God, 3 PDLs in front of everyone.
How many contracts were you trading? And the person says, well, I go into every trade with 8 NQs.
I am so dumb for trying to catch this bounce.
What I mean by that comparison is, right, there's absolutely nothing wrong with making an average of $71 a day, right? But you're slinging a lot of size for not much juice here, and you got a real possibility of getting run over on this, right? I mean,
oh my God, I am seriously just losing everything.
Here. This is a 150K account. That's 65 DLL days. The high day was actually yesterday, which I don't know if we talked about yet.
Oh my God.
$12,000, which another compliment. They seem to have some fix.
Catching and falling out right now. This
someone
is
going
sad.
for 40K or bust. But you got a lot of ups and downs here for just averaging out to $71 a day. So I think there's a really easy piece of feedback. All right, you got 130 something days, and you're averaging this. Cut your size in like half, or cut it down to a fourth. Because until you're making more than average 71 over a period, why are we trading 8 NQ contracts? It doesn't really make much sense. So oops days, usually he makes one trade, so
I can't believe I didn't catch any of the downside moves. That was horrible.
I noticed it always jumps
and
out.
I love trading downside.
He lost
I just
like
try to catch it every level.
That always signals to me that somebody is trading size through numbers. And I went back, the date was January 15th. CPI, baby. So watch out for those. See your $4 grand right there. Do not hold the 8 NQ through CPI. But once again, besides sizing down, I don't know what else I would tell them, but good job staying in the account, and wish you the best.
Yeah, I mean, he is holding, winners longer than losers, so that's an encouraging sign, albeit it's only a few minutes. You can start by
was bad trading the downside on every
he's
level. It ripped through it.
It's not an apathy thing. He's being selective about, trade location, certain conditions, and that's kind of the reason he's not trading every day and not taking a lot of trades. If that's the case, great. Sizing down is going to have a really positive impact on trading because if he's good at picking levels, there's a good chance that he's just going to
okay. I am taking some major L's today.
So simply by sizing down, you will increase the win rate because you're not going to get stopped out on the daily loss limit from that single trade.
Wow, what a sell-off.
And, sizing down a little bit, cutting that size will
I should just shorted it the whole entire time.
And ultimately the
I didn't do that.
Profitability over time will help stabilize that P&L curve. So I think that's good feedback, Jack.
Awesome. Well, we just are flushing the low. We're down 100 points in the ES from the high right now. Just flushed the post-tweet mayhem at the end of yesterday.
I don't have any more room.
We are moving, which means we
China
got
news came out.
Ben,
Fucking
thanks
A.
so much. Coming up next, I see him back there.
Well, damn.
Vince, we got Hoop, we got JD.
I'm about to hit my PDL on this one, guys. This stream is gonna probably end early today until tomorrow. Because I hit all my PDLs today. Yup. There goes the last one. I lost all my PDLs on this flash. But, oh well. Damn, they're just selling, and I lost. Let's see, I got a top one. This one. This one's a small account. Yeah, I'm not too stressed. I can't believe I just didn't take advantage of that downside move. This was gonna give me so much money. That's 200 points. And I fucking just like said no, just take my money. Man, every bounce was just like, it was dumb. It was so heavy on this initial candle. Yeah, I'm not too stressed. I still got this like top one futures. Let me show you guys. This is on. Damn, I got wrecked. I'll come back tomorrow better. Not chasing that stupid ass falling knife. I'm trying to show you guys how much drawdown I have left on this account. On this one, I have $400. Oh, now there comes the freaking bounce, but I mean, obviously, everything's better in hindsight, so that was just bad trading on my end, trying to find every freaking level to bounce it off of, or when I could just follow the move down. Foolish. So this is my balance right now. I'm trying to save this account. I only got one MNQ to trade on this one usually. Let's see. 4. I have 4 MNQs that I can trade on this one. I'm gonna remove the levels. Oh well. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. We'll try again on those accounts. I'm not too stressed. I'm just mad at myself. Wow.
Good afternoon, friends and traders. Welcome back to Topstep TV. It's time for group coaching, and look at this. The markets are rocking and rolling. We got Coach Vince in the middle. We got Coach Hoop. We got headlines flying out. We got talking Feds.
Normally we take a little break during this hour, but I don't think that's going to happen.
I'm trying to say
guys.
this account's any
US Secretary, US Treasury
gains
Secretary
I ain't gonna take.
urging the World Bank to end support for China. Is that a headline or is that a headline? We're getting some movement now. We just saw equities taking a dive. We put on a low in the ES at 66.51 half. Just popped about 20
anything on
handles
this
off of that.
account is
Let's take a look at the
bueno.
NQ next. Where did we stop at? Low in the NQ, 24.663 quarter. Last trade, 24.732. Nice little pop here. Is this pop for selling? Is this a bottom? What are you guys thinking?
No.
Vince, what's your take on
As
what's
soon as
going
I
on
said
in
that.
the markets right now?
I think my interpretation looking at today's action is that basically I'm looking like me as a kid riding the escalator in the mall, and then all of a sudden the escalator's broken, and then the elevator kicks in
I
because
really wanted it
this
to
market
go
grounded its
right
way
here
all the way up
and do a
and
wig
then
test.
just said, nope, we're
But
not
doesn't
going to
even
take the
go there.
escalator down. We're just going to rip it. So it's October.
Yeah.
Once again, it can be a seasonal
Oh my
thing.
god, I think I'm gonna be
but,
literally done
you
today,
know,
guys. I'm gonna
right
hit my
now,
PDL on this.
It's size downtime, guys.
Fuck.
Find the stops.
Yeah, absolutely.
Size down, widen the stops.
Markets are wild today. Wild.
Yeah.
What are you looking at, Vince? Are you in the market?
No, I just covered a short. I was short. I was down most of the day. I was actually in an NQ short, and I got out of it prematurely. Boy, it would have been a huge win,
Bad
but that's
moves.
Right.
I'm just
So
getting
I
in
had
trades
some
now.
losses on the short in the S&P. So now we're just hanging tight. I'm up $18.
18 bucks.
Hey, there's a lot of guys that wish they were up 18.
Yeah, I wish I was up $18 right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Today, a lot of people are wishing
Fuck.
they were over 18.
No.
So we just saw some strong buying off that bounce in the ES. And look where we traded right back up to 66.66. We were talking about this number just a couple weeks ago, and here we are again. 66.66.
Been pretty magnetic.
Last trade in the ES. Very magnetic. We've been bouncing around this number, bouncing around this level, I should say, for a bit. We pull up a longer time frame chart, and we pull up a 4-hour chart. We spent a lot of time trading around this area.
Just do a wig test, man.
Going back to early September.
Right there, just. Actually, I'm gonna let it run.
Here we are again. So strong buying off that bounce. Likely seeing the same type of
I'm gonna let one
scenario
of them run.
in Nasdaq. Yes, strong buying in the NQ also. Let's
Yeah,
check
I'm
out
gonna buy a
some
little bit on
markets.
these jets
What's going
right
on.
now.
Gold's still sitting in this
I'm gonna let
range.
this one
No
run.
move from gold, no reaction to whatever the news is telling us. Crude oil also sitting in a range, no real reaction to these comments coming from Treasury Secretary of Dissent. We also have some talking Feds out right now.
It would be awesome if it ran right back to
Aaron
892.
is on the podium or at the
That's what I
podium,
really
I
want to
should
sell.
say.
892.
He's
Gather a
cooking.
couple of these headlines. He is cooking. He's rocking.
All day.
Oh.
Is this a pullback? Is this the bottom? Should we be shorting here?
Well, we completed the value area special situation
I don't
plan,
like it.
so we,
Oh,
we
man.
completed that. So maybe
Take
it's
off this
time
one,
to
too.
reverse. We'll find out.
No money
We'll
made on
find
this
out.
one yet.
All right, a couple of headlines from Waller. Christopher
Fuck.
Waller says, no doubt AI will boost the U.S. economy. Disruption is
I
necessary
messed
to realize
up
the
that
benefits of
move right here
technology.
to the downside.
Waller did not comment on monetary policy in his prepared remarks on artificial intelligence. We were expecting him to talk about AI. He did not get baited into, well, it was a prepared remark, so not really a chance for him to get baited into a talk about monetary policy. Miran also talking,
I'm gonna
renewal of
take this
U.S.
short
China
right here.
tensions reduces uncertainty over trade that had been easing. So more uncertainties abound. Anyone concerned about downside risks to the job market should be more concerned now.
I'm gonna try to fight this downward
Another
move.
quote.
But it is a nice
Miran.
balance area right here. There's a nice block right here.
I'm going to repeat that one.
If we
Anyone
can break through
concerned
this,
about downside risks to
it's
the job
good,
market should be
but
even more concerned now.
all the way to 705. But
Doubling down on poor jobs market.
AI, huh?
right now, this is
Back to the
all pure
markets.
gambles.
Let's
It
check in on the
sucks.
tilt.
I need to get out.
Some of
I'm just
our
gambling.
traders here at
This
Topstep
is no
right now.
structure. There's no
In
level
the
here
ES,
for
we
me.
got 68%
It's
long.
fighting
Average
this
price of
wick
long,
right here. That's the
66.84
thing.
quarter.
It has
Our
this
tilt
wick
longs
going
are
on right
underwater
here.
by about
The reason why I got rejected was because of this.
MNQ 64% long. Also,
see, this is when I should have just waited for the moves to come in for me.
Crude
So
oil
now there's
50/50
levels, and I
gold
just
57% long. Our equity longs on
it needs to get rejected
Topstep
here
sim traders,
or
long
on
Topstep sim traders are underwater right now. What's everybody gonna do? Sound off in the chat. Are you long from above? Did you try and pick a bottom here today? What side of the market are you playing? What do we do on days like this, guys? Oop, what's the strategy? When markets go into free fall,
boy,
let's say
man,
this is really
this
free fall.
morning,
They're moving.
you typically don't see, like this morning, you know, in a day, it's, I guess sometimes this time of year you do, but when you get run over most of the morning, and obviously watching fast markets,
really bad trading
the
today.
market just kept grinding higher, right, and just kept ripping
I'm gonna
through
get better
every
tomorrow.
order.
I can't believe I
And
fucking tried to buy the
psychologically,
dip.
you know, you get run
When
over
there was no
most
dip
morning,
there.
market pauses,
And now it's
and then
making
it
its
rips
moves the
the
right
other
way.
direction. So the FOMO
Look at this. I'm supposed to be buying here,
definitely does sit in.
and I'm trying to sell that short.
I just think the way I'm looking at it right now, like looking at this other one that you're in posted too.
I'm not supposed to
the
add
equity
too much
markets
short.
may point to loose
It's gonna
financial
go all the way to
conditions,
892. Why?
but the housing market is feeling the pain on interest rates. So the bonds, every time they frickin' rally, they just,
The
it's
wrong
like
side
somebody
right now.
sticks a pin in the
On both
balloon and
moves.
just, you know, the bonds go right back down.
I'm so on the wrong side.
Stagflation,
It can
you
just
know,
keep
we're
shooting
stuck.
up if it wants
That's
to.
definitely seems to, we don't seem to be loosening from that. So as a trader, I don't know, Vinny, I mean, I
I gotta
just
cut it.
think, you know, 30 plus years around it, and I don't say I'm always
What is
patient.
my
but
PDL
I
on
sure
this
as hell
one?
know I'm more patient than I was.
140.
And today was a perfect example
Great.
of trying to wait to at least see, especially the ES
The
tended
room
to
is
be
too
weaker
little.
than the Nasdaq.
I'm giving
And
myself
when
like
the ES
such
kind of
little
lost
room to
its,
make a mistake.
you know, momentum up there at the top, it just, you know, it just went. So, you know, I'm just trying to trade what's in front of me. But days like today, I'm going to say 30 years around, I'm not going to say
could've bought
that it doesn't get my, you know, jaw to open and go, wow, this is
That was on me.
this is another one.
What am I
Just when I've
doing?
seen everything, you know. Yeah, it's crazy.
These are the kind of days a lot of
This is
traders
the
wait for.
move.
Plenty
Look
of
at this.
opportunity
It's
in
such a
these
strong
markets
move
right
back to the top
now.
side.
How about you, Vince?
I'm
What's your
supposed to
strategy
buy
on days
here,
like
and I
these?
shorted it instead, and then I added again.
Try to look
I
for
am
maybe
making
some
some
low volume
live
areas to take
mental
advantage
mistakes.
of, some wide range bars that maybe have a gap and try to play in there.
Right
But
now,
other
if
than
this
that,
is a
you kinda
failed,
hands
I had
off.
nothing to do with it. The only reason it failed is right
unless,
here.
you know,
But I'd like just hope and pray. I had no strategy behind this short
I don't
right
want to chase the market, right? So you have to look for like the low volume areas where you could maybe try to get an entry to try to find a way into the direction, but it's tough because the market is so volatile. You know, your stops will get ran and then it'll go without you, and it's a tough trade, and it does tug on your emotions, right? These types of trading days can really get you going.
What was the China news trade or China news?
Saw it this morning, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So where you just size down and widen your risk.
Yeah.
We were talking about this just a few minutes ago in the green room. Scale down to micros. Widen your stop. That's how you get in on these moves. You know, you could still make a decent amount of money trading very small when the markets start rocking and rolling like this. All right, we just bounced off the 9 EMA in the ES. I got that 9 EMA, 9 period EMA at 66.82.
The thing is that this account has a consistency rule, so the best I can make on an account is like 200 without fucking with the
volume
consistency.
on this little 3-bar reversal.
If it wants to break through this.
Looks
It's looking very strong at this level.
Just a little bit. Is this a sell, guys? Is this a pullback to sell? What do we do here?
The average true range now in ES is 17 handles. I mean, 17
actually
handles
like
on a
buying it
30-minute
here.
bar. So
on a 30-minute bar.
We're talking about if you go 2 ATRs,
But it
you're
needs
talking
to,
34
yeah, see, I actually
handles
like
wide.
buying it at this level
so
rather
that's
than
why we
actually
say
shorting it.
micros,
But
right?
as to, only good way it's a good short is if it rips through this level right here. But it's not doing that.
JD, you do it all the time in the
If
morning.
it does, then I'm
risk
okay on
point
my short.
On the opening range breakout trade. So, yeah, it's the only way you can do
Okay,
it.
I'm at least good on my short right now.
Guys, could you imagine us trading the big S&Ps right now? Like the old school big S&P
The old
contract?
one? No, man.
250
no way.
a point. 250 a
No
point.
way. unless I had a $500,000 in my account.
Yeah.
No
Right.
way.
Yeah. Minimum.
Now it's not giving me that trade.
Right.
All right, we got a little flagging pattern.
Alright.
Here on the 3-minute chart in the ES. We'll
See,
how it plays
this is
out.
where I mess up.
Looks like we're going to be busting
When I
back
feel like
out
my
to the
trade is
downside.
flawed.
Potentially, I should say. Potentially busting back out to the downside.
Yeah, but
From this pattern with a move.
right.
A lot of crystal balls out there. A lot of crystal balls predicting this morning, JD, when I was in chat. It was like, we're going here, and I'm
that's
like,
the move I was
don't
just
do
in.
it. Don't do it. Because when we don't go
I always
here,
mess this
you're
up.
gonna get smoked. And it's just
I
once
thought I
again,
bounced
that's
off
why
this
I think I
level.
used
See,
to be
man, I'm just
always
on the
looking
wrong
for
side of the trade on both
GDP
sides right now.
And I can't do it anymore because sometimes you just, if you don't hit it, you're like,
Fade
wait a
me,
minute, what just
everyone.
happened?
Everyone
Didn't
fade
get
my
take profit.
moves.
Just missed it. You know, so yeah, it's just manage the risk and let the market tell you where she's gonna go.
I think it's good to get into the markets when you're first
Making
approaching the
lower
markets
lows.
in the
It's
morning.
not a good sign for me now.
I think it's important to go in with the bias. You shouldn't
But
be married to
it
that
really
bias,
needs to hold this level
as the
for
market
me to have
produces
any
more
saving grace.
information, market-generated information as the trading
God
day
damn
goes
it.
on.
And it just keeps
Your
getting
bias
like
should be shifting. MP
rejected
used to say this all the time.
right
you should
there.
have, strong opinions loosely held.
100%.
Yep, I agree.
Come on,
Get
there you go.
attached. Once you get stuck on stupid, it's all
rejection.
Stuck on stupid's
No.
no good.
Hold the
I
level.
always have two hypotheses, right?
Okay.
One long side, one
Okay,
short
there you go.
side. So
Come
at least
on.
I know what to do.
There
if
you
things
go.
don't work out. You know, you got to have to look at both sides of the market.
Yeah, that's kind of one of those things where does your bias change, right? It's a buy that you walk in, buy the dip day,
Come
you
on.
go lower, buy the dip, lower, buy the dip, lower, and then like at some point you're like,
Come
hey,
on,
you know
let it
what? I think I
run.
need to revamp here and just see how the market and let it settle in. Like Dakota was perfect on that
Alright.
today. He took paper cuts on the way up.
Just tell me off. You didn't
Very
even give me a
transparent.
chance.
You know, where trade location, trade location. You know, when the markets are this wide, sometimes you do have to give up a little bit. That's why we say micros and widen the stops. Yeah. But we saw it today. I mean, I don't, love to have one runner from those shorts up top, right, JD?
Oh yeah, for sure. It looked like we were flagging here in the ES. I'm looking at a 3-minute chart right now. We got this little flagging pattern here. Through this horizontal line. This would be a breakout confirmation to the downside. If we get through there, I'd expect to make another new low or make a run for the lows at least. We're kind of listing sideways at the moment, drifting sideways. Keep checking back in on this. I'm going to give my platform a refresh and see what the tilt is telling us. 66% long now in the ES, 61% in the NQ. Crude is still 50-50 and gold at 57%. All right, we'll give this a few minutes. Generate a little more information. Haven't seen a fresh headline in a few minutes. Fed Mirren says, I expect productivity to rise in the future and feel deregulation will give it a powerful push.
It's not giving me any balance.
Speaking about, the impact of AI
okay.
on the economy. He also said the impact
Everything
of AI on
has
the economy
AI
is
in it.
still. The impact of AI in the economy is
there it
hard to
goes.
quantify at this moment. I'll keep checking back in. I've got one eye on the news, one eye on the ditch for everybody. Markets have quieted down a little bit. Volume is dropping. We see volatility easing off just a bit also. Give this a few more minutes, and then if it stays calm, we'll dive into a few more, or we'll dive into a few questions. We do have your questions, everybody. Everybody that grabbed that form that's been on top of the chat and asked a question. I've got them all sitting right in front of me.
Come on, roll over.
I'm just going to give these markets a few more minutes to see if they stay settled down or if we get another leg lower coming up.
I'm gonna get chopped around right here.
NQ on the 5-minute, also in a flagging pattern.
See that? It's just.
Scale down.
What I'm trying to do is just short this level right here.
Other thing that might have happened too, JD, this
now it's
morning,
just ripping right
earnings
through.
that are coming out from
God
companies
damn
like
it.
JP Morgan, the
Wrong
banks
side
are
every time
really
right now.
good. So those come out early in the morning. So I think we deal with a lot of froth in the morning, and all of a sudden it just seems like
looking too strong.
Kind of the first half hour, 45 minutes, the whole market soaked it in and then said, you know what? There's
so
all
hard
this
to
other
find a
uncertainty
freaking
stuff.
But it's just so strong. It doesn't want to give up anything.
Ultimately, why a market goes up typically is because earnings tend to be a driver, and right now the earnings, have been good. So, and then you got it's Taiwan Semiconductor coming up here. I mean, you got some big ones
move.
coming up
Look
here
at
that could also
anytime I get like
of what's going on.
any size
headline
just retracts that.
It comes out that we're in that mode again. I thought this all kind of went away.
Make
but it's
a move
back.
to the top.
Tape bomb, the news bombs are coming out.
There you go.
Well, guys, we got a couple more headlines coming out. Fed Christopher Waller is speaking.
I want to have it go to right here.
So fast.
We'll
see job losses before we see new jobs, right? He went on to say maybe a couple more years before we see new jobs from AI replacing old jobs.
Come on.
From Waller. What are we looking at here? We're seeing more buyers stepping in. Are we going to get a V-shaped recovery here? Is the treasure map being drawn for us?
It's not going.
Big. I mean, we're up against this. We're up against some low volume here, but we'll see.
There you go.
We are.
There you go. Come on.
Some strong buying back in.
Just give me one move today.
Back at that 90
EMA. One move.
That 90 EMA in the Nasdaq right now.
It needs to pass this area right here.
24,762 is settlement price. 24,789. 790 call it. Is that 9-period EMA on a 5-minute chart? Looks like we're about to bust through right now.
826. There you go.
Is that the bottom?
Finally.
Is the bottom in? Sound off in the chat. We don't need a call. Just give us a yes
that
or no.
took me a while to get at least one trade in live.
Who's in the market? Who's not?
Can't believe I foolishly made that other stupid move. Come on.
Wow.
Tap me in.
That was a lot of questions I just threw at you.
Tap me in.
You just like to say you threw a plethora out there at him there.
Oh, come on. Are you not going to tap me in?
No, yes, no.
Tap me.
I couldn't even repeat all those if I wanted to.
Okay.
I forgot I have to.
Exactly.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're still
I made
here.
nothing off that because of...
It's looking like we might have a bottom.
You know what? Tap me in.
Flagging patterns did not break. We did not confirmation. Did not get confirmation on follow through to the downside, and buyers are still stepping in right now.
Nasdaq really took the took the bounce.
I'm so mad they didn't tap me in. Lost
Yeah,
like
we're looking at the
$30.
NQ right now.
Look at that.
Strong, decent buying coming in. Back through settlement price. We're
Come
above
on.
that 9-period EMA.
And then come back right here.
This is why we say you can't get married to anything too here. You just we're gonna rip lower. We're gonna we kind of bounced off that 66, 66 in the ES we were just talking about too, JD.
Yep.
And we kind of talked about that magnetic gear, kind of like we go underneath it, we go lower. If we go above it, we go higher. So maybe it's just a line in the sand that we
position.
Trade around.
Value low is sitting at 66.
You gotta reject it for a second.
On TPO,
pull back,
and we are sitting.
And then go back. Damn it.
It's in a tough area right here to do anything, really. I mean, we need to
touch my position,
but
here. There you go. See, that's what I wanted.
Shubham in the chat is saying, "Hey, I'm waiting for 6,600 in the ES. Shubham, are you getting short into 6,600, or is that your buy? What are you looking for at that area?"
Pushing right through the. I don't like it.
Yesterday's low. Let's take a look at our Topstep daily levels. Yesterday's low was 65.93, very close to 66.
Yeah, right around there.
Points off. We are sitting right on top of settlement price right now. 66.86 half settlement price. Last price traded 66.
I should just held my position. I keep giving back my gains back today, man.
20-point rip off that 66.66.
See, that's why I really wanted to get tapped in.
About 5 minutes ago. And
right exactly there, and I didn't wait. I could have been holding on to a winner.
You got POC at 67.17 area. Any?
What's that? POC?
Your point of control.
Yeah, POC sitting at 67.12.
Is this just gonna be a V shape?
67.12.
a point of control is just, it's an area where we traded the most today, Chad. I know some of you are
I hope it's not
seasoned
V-shape.
veterans,
I
but
hope
we
it
don't
kind of
always
pulls
have
back
seasoned
to this
veterans all
level
the
that I
time.
have
So,
to profit taking
Coach
at.
Vince and Coach Ray, check them out in Discord, man.
Come on.
They're the volume and market profile guys. That's why I drop in on some of their
There
classes.
you go. Come on. There's the pullback I wanted.
Once again, just try and expand.
Come
Yeah,
on.
point of control, the most traded price is very important to know. It is.
Yeah, it gives you
Square
an idea.
24/7 says to. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that, Vince?
No, it just gives you an idea where where traders might be at.
Right.
Like
It's too strong.
volume wise and time wise and what's going on in these markets. You never really know, right? But that's based on time, and the one is based on volume. So it's good to watch both.
Yep, for sure. In the chat, Square 24/7 says, "Look at the VIX before buying." I've always got the VIX up. Like I said, I've always got one eye on the ditch for you guys. VIX is up about 2.5% today. 21.28 last print. We rallied. We started the day in the opening call right around 19.5. So VIX is gaining, but it has kind of slowed down just a little bit as we're seeing stocks rally. I shouldn't say rallying. I should say pulling back off the lows. It could continue to rally. We are still sitting right on top.
There we go. Come
Settlement
on.
price in the ES, finding some
Why do I have this level?
protecting the settlement price in the S&P right now. Again, settlement price
That's
66.86 half. Check for
These are
any new
stupid
headlines
levels I
coming
have
out.
in place
What are
right there.
people saying?
I'm not going to go there now that I think about it. If anything, it might just come to this level, but
US bank issues in October.
it's a dumb level.
Yeah.
U.S. regulators are poised to offer capital relief to community banks.
Why we need relief?
What happened the last time?
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta draw my levels and see
Was
what's
it during
happening.
COVID when all those community banks?
Yeah.
just got
Right.
run over?
Exactly, JD. Yeah. What was the big one? What's his name?
Let's
Raver
go
had
to
a
the top side.
prediction fit about it on air. Yeah. It was one of the. I can't think of the banks, but yeah, it was a big deal when
Oh,
those.
come on.
A lot of those community
Yeah,
banks.
look, it's
went,
been wholly on top of that level.
Yeah, the community banks went
Man.
There's one in California,
I
I
didn't
think.
have any levels drawn
in
out.
California,
Now I'm just
right?
blindly adding.
San Francisco or
small
something, I
banks.
think it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
there were a
sure
bunch of
chat knows. They know
Yeah.
everything, man.
Damn
So
it.
give them a minute.
course,
They'll
of
have the
course.
answer. Trust me.
I think a lot of celebrities
Yeah.
have mortgages with that bank or something like that.
That was a
too.
good move to the top
Yeah.
side.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Nick for a tick in the chat. What's up, my man? Yeah, Silicon Valley
Nick.
Bank. That was definitely one of them.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Sounds right.
No. I should have my original
No,
profit target all the way at 892.
Nice.
Goldman
Good action.
Sachs.
And now I'm
from,
fighting the trend again.
Waldron from Goldman Sachs says it's too early to know if AI is a bubble. Is AI a bubble? It's too early
Right.
to tell, according to Goldman Sachs.
Gave up my gains again.
Oh yeah, Jack
Everybody's in on it
It's
now,
a great
right?
job.
I don't think it's like the
Here we go, more
YGT
buyers
thing.
stepping in.
Yeah,
There we go.
man.
Now we're coming
Nice
up to
Nice
that
buy.
thing.
They're fine.
I see
that was a
Andre
nice
in the
V
chat.
shape.
Andre, the treasure map is being drawn.
I know, man. Like I should have bought in at this level.
We're
Where's the
approaching value
pot of
But
low.
I didn't even have this
Yeah,
level
yeah,
here.
yeah.
But you can see it was holding, and I actually shorted it at this level foolishly.
92.
I'm just fighting the
95
trend completely today.
there. Yeah. See.
Blow through this, we might go towards PLC. Maybe
Yeah. See.
6703.
Very, very. We're up against the low volume area here.
Okay, if it
And
can come down to 761, that'd be great.
there's value low.
I would love that.
Here's another one. Another
Scholars
headline
wanted
just
to
popped up.
Ah, too much of a V
Grumpy.
shape.
Yep. Trump Budget Director Vaught says we are definitely talking thousands of people for government layoffs. We're talking layoffs now, folks. More headlines hitting the tape as we sit here. Layoffs coming for federal workers, or government workers, I should say.
That must mean we're not getting closer. So we rallied.
So they're good for the market or bad, right? It's like bad news
Yeah.
is good news and good news is bad news these days. So interesting stuff.
It's hard to
isn't it?
tell.
it's hard.
We were talking about this the other day. About releasing NFP numbers. What if, hypothetically, you had the actual report in your hand, the real report, the official report, 3 days before it was released, and you started building a position?
Damn, I've been on both sides of the wrong trade. Look at that. It came clearly down with a nice V
Would you
shape.
still give yourself just a 50-50 chance?
Fuck. It was so beautiful today.
If the number
I
was
was like,
even if the number was a huge
donation.
miss, all right? Even if the number
Giving
was
away
a
charity.
that insider information, and you built a position knowing that a huge miss was about to be reported,
Shit.
you think you would make money off
After
that
seeing
position?
30 years of numbers, no way. 50-50 is probably as good because the knee jerk.
This is
You know,
not
that's the biggest
working.
thing. You know, JD, we talked about this when electronic first went. Was you could, you know, people used to be able. I used to think you'd be able just to bracket, you know, what was going on. Those days are over. Algos and everything is figured out how to whack both sides of it. So, I don't know. What do you think? 50-50? Probably. I mean, you've heard Hope
Wrong
talk
side
about
of
it. He
the
goes
trade.
for every time. You know, years ago we were in a number.
Fuck.
You know, I've had good ones and bad ones. So the risk is not.
Yeah.
You know. It's
Jake's saying he
not
built
worth it.
straddles about
there goes
around
my
it.
next
I should have
video.
added more context.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful V shape.
Knowing the information ahead of time. If you knew it was going to be a huge miss,
I know, man.
And you sold every update
Look at this.
for a
Beautiful
week,
move.
going into
I should have bought right there and I shorted
knowing it was
right
gonna
there.
be a huge miss.
Fuck.
What better to watch trading?
I'm so annoyed with myself right now.
What happened to the Duke brothers when they did that?
I don't have any more accounts to
Turn
trade
the
on.
machines
Right?
back on.
They got duped.
Yep.
The Dukes got duped.
Yeah. Duke and Duke.
The Dukes got hustled.
That's for sure. Yeah, they got
Just
duped.
remember, sell April at 142. That's all I remember.
Yeah, gotta get that guy tomorrow now. I hate all my PDOs on my first live stream. Ah, it's kind of hard. Man, look at that. It went straight to the 8. It's going straight to that fucking 892. Man, I even had that fucking buy, and I sold it. Oh my god, I'm so frustrated with myself.
Right. Agreed, Jack. Well,
Here we go.
the
Coming
Ah.
in.
was good.
Alright.
Back up to 6,700.
That was foolish. I played the complete opposite move.
What was our low? Low print in the ES. 66.51 half. We've
Coming straight to that
rallied
8
to nearly
Oh my
50
god.
points
It's coming straight
in the last
there.
half hour. 50 points in the last
ATR.
30 minutes.
Average true range is just going up.
I know, right? Straight up. Presentation always work until you need a fucking present. I'll come back tomorrow. It's my first time.
Ooh, here's a quote from a.
Yeah.
Here's a line from a U.S. judge. Another headline just coming across the
Almost
table.
19.
U.S. judge says I will likely.
At least I'm
block the
like,
Trump
yeah,
administration from
working through the
conducting
resilience right now.
government shutdown.
And I hit
How
a
many
lot of
judges have tried
PDLs
to block
there.
President Trump since he began this?
I wanted to have it go to where I wanted it to
Remember
go
the
to
time
originally.
The Supreme Court's supposed to rule too, JD, right?
I can't believe I sold it. This whole entire move off.
Supreme Court said
He's
too.
defied. I feel like he's
Fuck,
defied
man.
every judgment asked to him. He just does whatever he wants.
Come on, just tap me now. At least give me some confidence.
Come and get me.
That I knew where that
Wild
move
West.
was going to. Tap it. Just tap. Baby, tap.
Where's VWAP sitting at in the ES right now?
Tap.
On a 30-minute for me, it's sitting around 66.92 area.
Oh my god, just
Kind
do
of
it.
poked our head above it a little bit, but
Do it. Do it. Tap. Go. 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 Oh my god. Being so lame. Tap it.
Launch the sim. Here we are, back it live. We're gonna check it on the
Give
tilt
me
one more
that.
time.
There we go. Come on. There we
In
go.
the ES, we've got
Alright.
69%
At
long.
least I
Average
felt
price
good about that one.
66.90, 470.
Now I'll
couple
short
of
the
ticks
shit
more
out of it.
money for these.
Short that level.
I hope everybody was able to hold on during that dip.
Boom.
Buying on the way down.
Now I got
on the way
good
up.
entry on the short as well.
66% long in the Nasdaq.
Come on. Go back down, baby.
50 and 63% long in gold. Here we go.
There we go.
6700.
Come on.
We need to get this market above 6705.
Yep.
Oh, no, it's not being so strong.
6712 half. So
I should just took that quick scalp.
there is low volume sitting up here.
Come
so
on.
We're gonna have to be careful and see if you're long.
Come on. Don't go. Don't
this
go.
might be an area to watch.
Yes. I love that
Last
little
trade in the
rejection
Nasdaq,
right there.
24,865,
I love when they throw that
24,865
shit.
last in the NQ.
Throw all those sell orders out there. Come on.
Razor FX says those top step levels always work best.
Hold the level.
Yeah, they're pretty great, aren't they? I do say so myself.
Gold's trying to do the
There we go.
top of that range at that 42. I got top of that range like
Come on.
42.16.
Come on.
Nasdaq making a run for yesterday's volume point of control. 24,905 yesterday's volume point of control. And MNQ making a run at it right now. S&P protecting that 6,700 level. Just bounced off and seller stepped in right there.
Oh.
We have the delta. I don't have the delta
Hey.
today.
Bulls.
Anybody
You
know the
fucking
delta?
strong motherfuckers.
Sound off in the chat if you got the delta.
Reject right here.
I usually have it up.
Don't
I
go.
have it right now.
Don't go.
Problem
Oh, it's
is I
gone.
never readjusted
Damn
mine
it.
to
Come on.
Thank
I
you,
had
Toby
mine
Time.
Come on,
to
reject.
expression.
Reject.
Just got an update that President Trump and FBI Director Cash Patel
No.
1 o'clock p.m. Central Time. We'll see what we can do about
Oh,
fighting
you
that.
fuckers are so strong.
I'm sure that conversation will go sideways and he'll get baited by a reporter.
I only have one
Let's see
MNQ on
what's
this.
headlines that we're
Man.
seeing.
This is ripping through everything.
Headlines will then continue with live after that.
Does Dolby have the delta?
No, I don't copy trade.
I see in Slack, if you're in chat.
Alright, I'm usually only on like MNQs. I'm trying to get out of this bottom. As you can see, everything's like so close to like
More buyers
trail
stepping in. Here we go.
drawdowns.
Breaking above 6,700 in the
Comes
ES.
that area, Vinny.
Damn it! Was that just one area
Yeah, we
too
need
high?
to get above this area and head back into 67.
I should have got in right there.
What happens here?
Damn, these bulls are just way too strong.
I'll tell you, man. All traders
We're
won.
right up against value low in volume
I
profile.
should have got in
value low.
right there.
So we're sitting right at
See,
it.
my trade placements are so bad right
IPO is
now.
a little bit higher up. We're already inside.
See, that 903 would have been a nice rejection. Look at that.
Point of control and volume
Oh, that would have been a better trade
You
location.
can see value low is sitting at 6702 half, and we're
Boo.
just inside of value slightly right now. We're gonna see what happens here. The tilt.
Coach
we're gonna get
Deanna.
69% long.
Man.
She got a little book map. I see it. Yep.
Yes,
Plus
delta from
34
book
down.
plus 3,400.
What a move. What a V shape.
What is it? Plus 34.
Assholes took all my money on the way down. They took all my money on the way up. Fuckers.
See what we got here. Are we gonna reject value? Or we're gonna get back in there.
I was very contrarian on air today,
Can manage.
which did not help.
So, but man, hard not to. I'm a fader, so I just have to wait, be patient.
See, that would have been a
Patience
great
isn't a
trade
bad thing,
location.
Okay. That's where trade location becomes very good.
See,
You have to
he's
be
even talking
very-
about trade location.
You're a fader. You have to definitely wait for good trade location. or you're gonna
Absolutely.
get run over. You know?
Yup.
Yep.
See, I'm a fader, and I try to fade
Just wait
in.
for some
My
consolidation.
location sucks. I only have one
2
contract
minutes
on this
left.
one.
We do apologize to all our friends and traders in the chat for not getting
185? What's it at right now?
We'll save them for tomorrow, though.
I'm not even paying attention to
What's your
any
first?
contracts.
Right?
Markets come
Markets
first.
are moving, everybody. Markets are moving. Gotta focus here.
It doesn't happen every day. Doesn't happen every day that we get this type of volatility during this hour. So we are focused on the markets right now.
100%.
Wow, I can't believe I fucked up both sides today. I'm so like
That
Nice
value
in
trade.
contemplative mode right here.
struggling there.
179? Okay. Dang, $6 move by Friday?
6703 last trade in the ES.
Ah, that's where I should have got in right there. So many fuck ups today.
Hey, someone run
So
upstairs if
many
we need,
fuck ups.
We need another box of upticks down there.
And it came down to this wig test. My
Somebody's
God.
gonna run upstairs and grab me a box of upticks.
Upticks, yeah.
Upticks, that's great. I like that.
Great.
What about
I gotta get out of this. What about you?
Hey, the boss says you need some upticks.
Oh, that's gonna be fun
next
to
to the
watch.
stapler.
TSM's earnings. It's gonna be like the first thing that's gonna start now, like giving people indication of how like demand and everything's going.
Headlines right now.
Chinese copper smelters.
Oh, see, that's a good trade location. Would have been with no heat right now.
Overnight.
I'm just
man, I
getting
don't know
way
if
too
you
much
guys
in the
hang,
way.
I mean, I'm on.
And there it
I'm
goes.
not gonna call it. I'll call it medium.
Look at this.
Markets. It's not slow right now.
Crazy ass fucking 1 hour
and
candle.
Gold
My
and
God.
copper and silver and those metals, once Asia opens, have been crazy.
Yeah, they've been moving. Yeah.
Alright, guys. I'm gonna end this at 1.
Look at
Nice session.
But, man, this was actually fun. I don't even care about taking those L's. I know I got in the way. It's not.
Before you know it,
It's only like $200-300 per account. Nothing too big. I'm not too stressed. But I gotta do better. I gotta do better on air.
This is a metal market. Just
It's a little scary on air, to tell you the truth.
I mean, what do you know, that's
Oh, look at this, man. Just a nice little fucking fade on the way
so
up.
basically for a half hour.
This is such a good move up. And look at me.
Metals are.
My little fucking dumbass is in a short. It's sitting there. See, this trade location is the best right here.
Take it away.
Should have stayed right there at that trade location. I would have taken very little heat.
Still more buyers jumping into this.
I was too quick to try to make a good move in front of everyone on air.
NQ. We got a minute left.
And that's what
here.
fucks with your mind
Let's
too.
trade the NQ 24.905. 06 or 24.5.
Alright, guys. This is actually cool. I appreciate it, Airfine. I don't know who Blue Steel is. I don't know who Running with the Bulls is, but at least you guys supported me on my first stream, which is awesome. So I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
I don't see myself like
67.
Strong moves.
getting any worse. I'll be hitting PDLs, but I won't be getting worse. I'll just be like trying not to do contrarian
For you.
as much.
It's not a trading combine.
Damn, what a fucking move though. And I'm like sitting on the sidelines now, watching my trade just get
Oh, retracted.
L. Look at this. Nice fucking move. Just in this channel now.
All right, guys.
Until it
that's all
breaks
the
this
time we have
channel,
for
you're
group coaching.
fine.
Again, our sincerest apologies.
To the top
for not
side.
getting to your group coaching questions. I know everybody took the time to grab that form and fill it out with a question.
But I hope it breaks that
We're
down,
gonna start on these
that
tomorrow.
channel to the downside.
When we get back, more group coaching tomorrow at about.
Yeah, hopefully I can actually like take some
So,
better trades,
we'll be here
Airfine,
answering more
and
questions. We
like
might even- if these
but
markets
in
slow
due
down, we'll
time,
be here for another hour. So,
the jitters will go away. I was not expecting a flush like that on my
Right,
first
guys, we're
stream
gonna step
to
aside
drop
because
freaking
coming up,
300
trade with
points
Topstep. Me Jack
and rip
are
through
talking
every
about
level.
old
But man,
seats in the green room right
that's
now.
what I'm trying to get better at as a trader too.
In these markets for another hour.
Is not trying to play the levels, but
Right, folks, we're gonna
short
step aside, trade with
when it
Topstep
comes
coming
to a
up next.
level and short the
Topstep
fuck
TV.
out of that level when it's playing that downside. Oh, this is nice. It's breaking the channel right now. Breaking that channel, so that's a good sign. And it got rejected at 901, so see, that's where I should have gotten in. I would have like been just sitting in green. Okay, so this channel thing is now no longer like it doesn't even matter. It'll go back to the levels now. See, it came. This I'm taking too much heat on this trade. I got in at this short when it was. I could have just been patient for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. If I was patient for 5 minutes, I would have gotten into a better trade location, and I would have been just sitting in green. But now I'm hoping that it actually gets a full rejection. But where's it gonna go? It's already 1 o'clock. Everyone made so much money already, and I donated to everyone. Yeah, man, that news was... Well, I'm gonna start doing it. Like, I also have this box, right, where my P&L is. I'll probably put that P&L somewhere else. And then, like, Have like someone else come trade live with me.
Traders should know and understand what open interest is. Open interest
And just
quite
talk with
simply
me and
put,
shoot the
is
shit.
number of outstanding contracts in a futures product. Why is it important? Open interest can tell you when money is coming into or being pulled out of a specific futures contract. Now, how can you use that
saying this trade? It went through that level. It's going through that level.
Open interest is increasing. That says that
it came and bounced off of where I should have gotten out of. But nope.
Move to the upside.
All I can hope for is right here, this rejection.
The market's running out of gas a little bit. And the same is
903.
Price is moving lower over time on increasing open interest. Money is coming into the short side
and it's
of that
gone.
market. But if open interest starts to fall off and
now
price continues to go lower, maybe the downside is now out of gas. I hope this simple explanation of open interest is going to help you trade well.
That was a nice ass dip, Airfine. Yeah, I should have like a little Twitter box and getting used. Yeah, that's good. I have like I should have had financial juice going and running on the side, but man, I did not know that. See, and that's when like levels don't come into effect. Because when it comes to news, man, it doesn't. Then you have to play momentum. Oh yeah, running with the Bulls. It's probably because you faded my ass. Because I like donated everyone. I donated to the profits that you just made. If you're trading MNQs, I gave you those profits on my sim. Fuck. Yeah, see, look at this. It's just nicely moving. And what am I doing? I'm just watching this go against me. It's so stupid. I need to get out. Alright, see, I just need to see if it keeps getting rejected at 903. Right, look at this. Rejection, 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 rejection. And it's really trying to hold that rejection. If this candle closes above it, I'm out. I know. I need to get the fuck out. But I just like see how this trade is playing out. Right now, it's kind of like, you see that rejection? It's like, you see where I'm talking about the rejections? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rejections. But it might just go back and forth because what happened is it came down to 875 and it got bought up. Came down to 875, got bought up. So it might just like hang around in this zone now. Trying to chop people up. But I hope it just fucking just rips down so I can at least take some break. Yeah, it is. It's trying really hard to push past it. And it's done it successfully like 3 times. But it's just come back around. And here it comes back to where it got bought up, right? So I can either sell it for like a break even, or I can say fuck it, let's see if it rips to this level and keeps going downhill. And I only have 1 contract. Okay, I need to sell it. I'd rather just not. I'm not in a good trade location there, so I sold that one. But see, on this account, because I only have 401 remaining on this one, I locked myself out, and I'm only, I don't think you guys can see on my screen yet, but you'll see it. Like, I locked myself out, and I only have 1 MNQ available.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to Trade with Topstep. I'm Jack, joined by
Yeah, but see, like, it's right now, it's gotten bought up here so many times on this 875 that you can tell that on both sides it's just a fight now. So I feel like it might just stay in this range for a second at the 875 and 903 level. It just might stay in this range because we don't know where to go now. First, Bears thought they had the smart move to roll it down. Bears are like, fuck you. We buy that dip today.
Pretty choppy after that initial move.
Fuck, guys! I should have like shorted it. I would have made like 1,000. Rather than giving away 1,000. Oh, I should stay in the mood, right here, fun. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So
But I didn't want to say that. I was way too long in the position.
Yes, I think.
All right, where is this going? So.
It's a lot slower than Nasdaq.
Okay, actually, I'm gonna log it off right now. I'll see you guys tomorrow if you guys want to join on again. Hopefully, I can take some greens.
It's different. I just choose not to look at Nasdaq because if you make an ES trade, the Nasdaq's usually just everything but just more.
What is this fucking
right? So
dumbass?
if you're in a winner, you look over to the NQ and you're like, oh, I would have made twice as much.
All right.
But, I like the slowness.
I appreciate you guys.
But JD, you can trade the NQ for us too. You got the house account keys. What are you looking at?
I sure do. Well, I've got the NQ chart up right now, but I've got the ES ladder up. So last trade in the ES